Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly Forex analysis from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and kindly leave a comment and share the video. Also don't forget please to join our free channel of Telegram to receive all updates about these signals that you're getting here on YouTube. The channel is Xtreme Trader Signals and you can also find the link in the description below of this video. So again, my friends, as part of always being very honest with my followers, I have to share the results, no matter if they are good or bad. We always have to share the results to show also the reality of Forex trading. So, from the last week, actually, I have sent a signal to sell the to sell the EURUSD from 1.157, and so far it's running in around 21 pips of a drawdown. So this signal didn't really work well so far, because in my opinion now we are looking to buy the EURUSD instead of selling. Therefore this signal is no longer valid. Also the pound USD, I have to be very clear and honest with everyone. Pound USD signal, as you can see, unfortunately has already failed and already hit the stop loss. AUDUSD also, unfortunately, selling from 0.649 did not work well with us, and actually it hit the stop loss. So again, this signal has failed. USDCAD as well has failed. So again, my friends, this is the reality of trading. We can never promise the good results every single time. Losing, of course, is part of trading. However, USDJPY was the only one that went actually well. Went in total of 111 pips, currently 61 pips of profit. So again, USDJPY was the only signal that worked well. Bitcoin, we didn't send any signal last week for this pair. Again, let's now go back to the EURUSD. So let's now check first of all the weekly chart. So right now, based on weekly chart, we can see right now what's happening right here is actually a massive rejection from any bearish breakout below the support of 1.152 bracket. And right now we can see right now the current price action right here showing a full bar, which indicates that the buyers are actually controlling the market right now. Also, not to mention that right here, of course, we had a support trend line. Check this out. So right now the market is still actually respecting the same level of a support trend line. Remember, my friends, this is weekly candle. So each candle represents a whole key support level. As you can see right here, we have a strong level of a support trend line that over the last, I would say the last 15 weeks still being respected. And that tells us that the EURUSD most likely right now will continue the rise, at least to reach the key level of a previous resistance at 1.167, which means the pair still has around 82 pips more to go. Let's now move to the daily chart. Alright, so now based on daily chart, what we can see right now is that the EURUSD is indeed ranging right now in this channel. Let me just show it to you right here exactly. As you can see, actually what I can see right here, let me just fix it correctly. Yeah, this is actually way better. Now, as you can see, my friends, we actually had here a triangle that indeed has been broken out from. And after 3 attempts of a resistance trend line and the bullish breakout happened right here, the market indeed has actually created here a support trend line. And that indicates that the EURUSD most likely indeed will continue the rise, because if we draw here another resistance trend line, as you can see right here, we can notice that the market indeed has managed to finally make also a bullish breakout from that level. So again, all of that says that the EURUSD seems to be bullish for the upcoming week. Also, not to mention that here also we had, of course, a strong key level of a support exactly at 1.156, which seems to be respected as well. So all of that says that the EURUSD seems to be bullish for the upcoming week. Now, finally, moving to the 4-hour time frame to define our entry. So where exactly we can consider buying this pair? Now, based on the 4-hour time frame, I would recommend actually to buy the EURUSD exactly right here at 1.158. Why, Salah? Because we have here, of course, a fake breakout number 2, one fake breakout number 2, fake breakout number 3. So why we call it a fake breakout? Because we had here a strong bearish breakout, and the market actually has failed to create any resistance on the same level. Yes, we have here a resistance indeed, but overall the market actually rose above this level of a resistance. So there was no really a rejection happening right here, not only for once, not only for twice, but only for also for 3 times. Every single bearish breakout candle happened has been followed later with a strong bullish candle. Therefore, if I move right now to the 1-hour time frame, look at that. Right here, of course, we have a real level of a support and then a fake breakout. Therefore, we actually can consider buying the EURUSD once it reaches the same level of a real support, and that actually might be respected as well as a new resistance trend, as a new support trend line. Check this out. Also on the 1 hour time frame here, we had of course a broken level of a resistance trend line, a bullish breakout candle. Then most likely the market will actually respect the same level to create a new support trend line and continue the rise, hopefully, of course. Saying that, back to daily chart, our TP is going to be at the resistance at 1.167, aiming exactly 92 pips of profit, hopefully. And of course, in this case, the stop loss shouldn't actually be ranging much lower than the previous level of a key support right here, exactly at 1.153, which will be ranging for around 50 pips against 93 pips of profit. Let me now write the signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for the EURUSD. Let's now move to the Pound USD. Alright, so now for the Pound USD, my friends, if we check right now the weekly chart, I believe we have here a clear setup that we can most likely wait for the Pound USD to reach this level of a key support before we can start buying it. As simple as that. Let's just make it straightforward. No need to make it a very long, boring analysis, because even on weekly chart, we can see right here that we of course had also a strong level of a key support trend line. Check this out. Let me just make it accurate. Exactly. So this level, my friends, of a support trend line, after facing here a fake breakout, this is actually, my friends, one typical setup for us. Personally, if I'm scalping or trading, I will be looking for this. So a real level of a support trend line facing a fake breakout, then just simply wait for the market to reach the same level of that support trend line and place here your buy order. That's exactly what we will do with the Pound USD, but it's going to take a while. We have to wait for the pair to fall to another 95 pips before we can start opening the trade. For the sake of this, let me just now move to daily chart. Indeed, the daily chart actually showing a sooner setup. Why? Because look at that. Daily chart shows that the reversal has already occurred. This tail tells us that the reversal has already happened. Therefore, there should be actually a sooner level for this reversal to happen. Let me just now move to the 4 hour time frame. Exactly. Now check this out. On the 4 hour time frame here, we have of course a support number 1. Therefore, waiting for the Pound USD to fall again, retesting the same level of a real support at 1.316 is going to be actually a better level to consider buying the pair, considering of course that it was also a broken level of a real resistance. And if I just zoom out a little bit more, we can see that we are still actually on the same level of a real support, which actually has faced here 2 fake breakouts. That being said, let's wait for the Pound USD to fall again to reach 1.316. Hopefully this level of a support zone is going to be respecting and adding pressure on the pair, and then it most likely will continue the rise at least to reach the nearest level of a previous key support and the resistance as well at 1.332. That being said, buying at 1.316, targeting 1.335, expecting 185 pips, and a stop loss that shouldn't actually be ranging much lower than the previous level of a support as well right here at 1.308, which will be ranging for around 70 pips. Let me now please write this signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for this pair. Let's now move to the AUDUSD. Alright, I think you guys really like to go straight forward to the signal with some analysis, of course. Who doesn't love that? I love it personally. Okay, so based on daily chart for the AUDUSD, as you can see, we will do just the same setup that we have shared for the Pound USD, meaning a real level of a support trend line number 1, number 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, as you can see, has all been faced here with a fake breakout happened. Why we call it a fake breakout? Because the market actually has failed to create a resistance area on this level, a resistance zone on this level after retesting the broken level of a support trend line. Therefore, our setup is going to be based on the retest of that level of a support trend line. Hopefully, the market will actually respect this area and continue the rise at least to reach the key level of a resistance at 0.661. And in this case, let me just now move to the 4 hour time frame to define exactly our entry point. Now, how we can do that? By simply using the Fibonacci retracement, by draw the Fibonacci right from this low to this high. Therefore, as you can see, my friends, we have right now Fibonacci 38.2. 38.2 is the continuation retracement, which means we can actually expect from the AUDUSD to reverse, respecting hopefully of course the key level of a support, as we can see as 0.650, which was also right here the nearest level of a support to this bullish breakout candle. and we can expect, of course, a small drawdown till the market reach the support trend line right here, and after that it will continue hopefully the rise. Therefore, our entry is going to be at 0.650, targeting the key level of a resistance at 0.661, aiming around 113 pips with this signal. In this case, of course, our stop loss shouldn't be really ranging much lower than Fibonacci 61.8, which means the stop loss is going to be around 40, and let's say 50 pips, okay? 50 pips against 115 pips of profit. Let me now please write the signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for this pair. Let's now move to the USDCAD. Alright, now let's move to daily chart. So USDCAD, as you can see right now, my friends, is actually facing a strong bearish fall and actually a broken level of a support trend line. Now, let me just explain to you something. Once you see a support trend line that has actually been holding for a really long time, since July 8th, as you can see, the market has finally made here the bearish breakout from that level. Now, usually what's going to happen is that the market will actually continue the fall till it reach Fibonacci 61.8, or actually even Fibonacci 50 sometimes, right here exactly, to retest the broken level of a resistance. So meaning the market, my friends, will continue their fall until it reach this level of to retest the resistance at Fibonacci 50, might actually even put 61.8 under pressure. However, after that it will continue the rise again to retest the broken level of a support trend line and might create a new resistance trend line. But in this case, I believe the market will actually retest instantly and then continue the fall. Therefore, why do I say that, by the way? I have to explain the reason of my thoughts. Why do you think that, Salah? Because of the current price action. This current price action of the bearish breakout candle doesn't really seem to be promising for the instant fall. Therefore, I'm actually assuming that the USDCAD will actually open with a bullish candle, retesting Fibonacci 23.6, and after that, it will actually start the bearish fall. Another reason to believe that is actually the market right now is actually facing right here a real level of a support, as you can see. Check this out. Let me just show it to you. Right here exactly we have the real level of a support. Look at that. Here we have support number 1, support number 2, and finally the reversal has already occurred right here exactly at the third attempt of the support. That being said, I'm actually expecting USDCAD to rise a little bit more for around 48 pips. Not only that, but as we can see right here, we can see clearly a strong level of a key resistance right on the same spot. So 1.401 seems to be a good setup to consider selling the USDCAD right after retesting the broken level of a support trend line, targeting, of course, the broken resistance at 1.385. And in this case, our stop loss shouldn't actually be ranging much higher than the previous level of a real resistance right here at 1.408. Therefore, our target is going to be around 153 pips against 70 pips of a stop loss. Let me now please write the signal for you. That will be all, my friends, for the USDCAD. I believe we can immediately jump to the Bitcoin. Why am I skipping the USDJPY? Because simply the signal remains the same. We are still going to sell the USDJPY at 156.73. The market right now ranging near the entry, and it's just like 62 pips far away from it. Therefore, by looking at daily chart, I still believe that the USDJPY might actually make one more retest of the resistance right here exactly at 156.73 and then continue the fall. Therefore, this signal, my friends, simply remains the same from the last week analysis. That's why jumping immediately to the Bitcoin. Alright, so last week I actually have skipped the Bitcoin because this drop right here was so unusual and we were not really sure if the market will actually make indeed a reversal upon the pressure of the current support. Let me just now move to the weekly chart. Alright, so now the weekly chart, actually nobody was sure if the Bitcoin will continue dropping even more to retest the bottom of the support at 74,304, and instead the Bitcoin just just reversed. Actually, I was really planning to send a sell signal for the Bitcoin. Thank God I didn't make that video. Sometimes we have to be sure with our analysis, otherwise we better just not release any analysis at all. Therefore, Bitcoin right now seems to be rising a little bit more. In my opinion, it's making a correction before continuing the fall. Therefore, in my opinion, if I'm not mistaken, Bitcoin will continue the rise only to retest the broken level of a resistance, the broken level of a support right here exactly at 99,059, which was also a previous level of a resistance as well. After that, the Bitcoin actually might continue the fall. So we are not really sure. But what seems good to be, what seems good to me so far is that the Bitcoin will continue to rise at least to retest the broken level of a support, and that will be actually our signal. Moving now to the 4-hour time frame, daily chart. Now moving to daily chart, we will just simply apply the same principle that we actually have applied with the Pound USD and the AUDUSD, and wait for the market to actually fall a little bit more, retesting the broken level of a real support after the fake breakout happened right here, and hoping that the market actually will respect the same level of a real support that we can see right here exactly at 88,916. Targeting again the broken support at 99,059, and in this case, of course, our stop loss shouldn't really be ranging much lower than the bottom of the real support right here, also at 84563. Let me now please write the signal for you. And that all will be all, my friends, for the weekly analysis. Hopefully it's going to be a good one, and hopefully it will bring us good profits. In the end, of course, don't forget please to join our free channel of Telegram to receive any updates about these signals that you are receiving here on YouTube. That channel name is Xtreme Trader Signals, and you can just simply find the link in the description below of this video. Also, my friends, always remember, no one here promising any profits at all. In the end, you are fully responsible if you decided to trade these signals. In the end, trading is risky, your funds is at risk, and we are sharing this analysis for educational purposes only. In the end, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.